While we've grown out, we've ninny bong. I'm Engineer Hoist, and welcome to our weekly Transformers Earth Wars news stream. Happy that you're here. Let's get some shout outs to everybody in the chat. William Dinobot Fitz 19, Wolfman, Luca, RB Blade, Silver Bull, William Edward Hackman, Altabot Phil. I saw Alpha Tryon in here. Summer, Joey Johnson, Denali Kid, Braden Melton, I think I saw in here. A lot of familiar faces, a few new ones. Always happy to have you here. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button so you can come back and see us anytime we're live. And yeah, how about we go ahead and talk about the news? It's kind of a light news this week, and but I did actually get a bundle this weekend to go try for some combat bots. I've been saving up a little bit. I'm not buying many bundles anymore, but I did go in on a little one this weekend. So we got some Crystal Kraken to come up after we talk about the news. So how about we go ahead and get right to it. This weekend's event is called Robots in Disguise. Gather up your alliance. Take part to win up to 200,000 Spark and Combat Spark, 1,500 4-star shards, 4,000 3-star shards, 20,000 premium shards, 30 combiner crystals. That's interesting. 1 G metal and 6 gold power core chips. So this weekend's event is as we said before, it's an alliance event. It's a totalizer meeting. It's one big prize board. Starts at the usual Friday start time, ends at the usual Monday stop time. One big prestige. And Super XP throughout the event seems to be the standard now, which is good. It's always good to get Super XP. Got to be headquarters level 4 and to be in an alliance. You hit that yellow event button, pick your zone, win the battle, win the points, collect the prizes. Standard battle zones for this event. And I didn't feel like summarizing the chart just because there's so many. So you'll see it. As soon as the event starts, you can scroll through the list and see. So here's the interesting thing about the combiner crystals. What they say, there's like 30 of them. But the thing is that you get 5 crystals for basically each of the different combiners that are out there. Except, I think, the Tripredicus and Magnaboss. So none for them. But first up, early, and it's in order of the way they were released. So first up, you get the Superion Devastator Crystal. Then Optimus Maximus Bruticus crystals, Volcanicus Predaking, Victorion Menasor, and Defensor Abominus, and then finally Computron and Lio Kaiser if you get to 445,000 with your alliance. Now, these combiner crystals, unfortunately, 2 stars are possible. So it's a 2, 3, or 4 star of selected from just the bots to make up the combiner. So say for Computron, you've got Scattershot, Strafe, Afterburner, Light Speed, and Nose Cone. So you can get any of those 5 bots, but you could get 2 stars, so which don't really help you towards your combiner. You'll get you some combiner spark, but I'd rather seen them be 3 or 4 star only, but you know, that's how the game goes. So hopefully when you do crack your combiner crystals, I wish you the best of luck that you can get the 3 or the 4 star, and not just a 3 or 4 star, but the one that you need to help complete the combiner if you are still chasing them. And that's about it for the event. The next big bit of news is they revealed what the new bots are going to be. And there's been a lot of talk about Shattered Glass lately. They talked about the Battle Pass, which still haven't heard much more other than in the stream, where there's going to be some Shattered Glass skins. Luca and Melody during the story last week, they kind of were sporting some Shattered Glass kind of colors or whatever. And we can see that with the new bots. First up, we've got Goldbug. And it occurred to me that I have the colors wrong, because even though he's an Autobot, he's got the purple badge. And Shockwave, which is a little surprising, he's got the red Decepticon badge. So those are our 2 bots, and that's all we know. We don't know what class, we don't know what their value is, we don't know what their ability is. We just know it's going to be Goldbug, who is based on the recently released Shattered Glass Goldbug toy, which is based on the Cliff Jumper mold from Earthrise. I don't have this one. I know a lot of people that do, but I decided to pass on it. But from everything that I hear, he seems to be pretty cool. I definitely have a lot of this Cliff Jumper Bumblebee mold, which I enjoy that mold quite a bit. And Shockwave is, I don't think he's got a toy. I don't know if he's ever had a toy in these colors, except for maybe somebody customing them. And yeah, good point, RB Blades. He's got an alt mode finally. Our normal Shockwave in the game has never had an alt mode, but this guy looks like he's got one. So yeah, so that's pretty cool. And so there was the question somebody asked earlier. I think it might have been Braden was asking. Okay, so do the Decepticons get Shockwave and the Autobots get Goldbug? Because of course in Shattered Glass the Decepticons are actually the good guys, which the Autobots are, and the Autobots are the bad guys, which the Decepticons usually are. So if you want to keep good guys with bad guys, you'd put Shockwave in the Autobots in the game and Goldbug with the Decepticons in the game, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think we're going to keep Autobots with the Autobots and the Decepticons with the Decepticons, and they're just going to have some interesting storylines, like, Goldbug, why are you so bad? We're supposed to be the good guys. Why are you so bad? Shockwave, why are you not as bad? Why are you really being good? And so I think there's definitely some potential for storylines along that, where there's just kind of the clash in styles there. So it'll be interesting to see how it all unfolds. So Fitz19 says, we need a Shattered Glass Hoist. That's actually my Decepticon account name. Engineer Hoist SG, because the reason I did that is because making a Decepticon account, you know, Hoist and all that, but you know, Hoist is generally a good guy, so by making him Shattered Glass over on the Decepticon, he'd be a Shattered Glass Decepticon, so that way he'd still be a good guy. At least that was what I was thinking in my head. So yeah, there you go. It's just an account name though. So or was it that to be on the bad guy team it needs to be the Shattered Glass version? I don't know, one or the other. So yeah, there you go. And that's basically it for the news. We got Goldbug and Shattered Glass Shockwave coming, and from our community corner, people in our Discord sharing the art, we want to give a shout out to Thavish Tiger for an excellent drawing of Fortress Maximus. That's a pretty detailed drawing. That's way better than I've ever been able to do. So yeah, shout out to Thavish Tiger. Thank you so much for sharing that. And that's it. Just a reminder to anybody, if you happen to be watching this anywhere else, head on over to youtube.com/engineerhoist, hit that subscribe button so you can and ring the notification bell. Sign up for all the notifications so you know when I go live. And I'll go ahead and let everybody know. I'm not going to say, hey, come back here every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We are still doing that right now, but I'm working on possibly redoing my schedule where it may not be Wednesdays anymore. It will be for the foreseeable future until I actually make an announcement. But I'm thinking of possibly changing our stream day so that I can try to stream on an additional day in the week. So maybe we can get a double dose of Hoist here coming up soon. But I'm still working on it. Just want to let y'all know it's coming. But if you to make sure you don't miss anything, subscribe and sign up for notifications. That way you'll definitely know one way or the other. And when that happens, I also want to, as usual, give a great thanks to all of my channel members and moderators for all of your support, you know, throughout the days and weeks and everything like that. So yeah, definitely really appreciate everybody supporting either financially or through your efforts. All right. That's basically it for the news. Like I said, we do have crystals to crack. We've got, what does it say? 89 crystals. Now the interesting thing, let's go ahead and head on over to the game. In addition to that bundle, I actually have 3 4-star crystals to crack. I was opened the game tonight and I was like, how did I get so many 4-star crystals? Well, it turns out I actually advanced to player level 92, which threw in 5,000 4-star shards into my account, plus the shard crystals from last weekend pushed me over the edge for the third one. So we've got 3 4-star crystals to crack too, in addition to a handful of premium chips and premium crystals and a bunch of those character combat chips, trying to get the new combat bots. How about we crack open these premium crystals first, get them out of the way. Very likely to be duplicates. We got a 3-star sea spray. We got a 2-star dust air raid. And hot rod. Very cool. I always like seeing hot rod come through. And these are the premium combat chips. Again, probably duplicates. Got Tyraxodon floating there. And Ravage? No, Night Stalker? It wouldn't have been Ravage because it's Autobots. Okay, so we've got Pinpointer chips. We've got Road Burner chips. We've got Dazzle Strike chips. All 3 of these, I don't have any of these combat bots because right now they're only available through the bundles, and this is the first time in a couple months that I've actually purchased these bundles. So I've got 2, 3, and 4-star available on these 3. And this other set is Shield Drawn. I think I have a couple of Shield Drawns, but I don't think I have the 4-star. But so we'll go ahead and do Shield Drawn first. Lord Avik says, once my 2 cons get out of the oven and hit 92 as well. Yeah, that's exactly what it did. Is I had a Jetfire and I think I leveled Silverbolt. I got both of them out of the oven. I think that's what pushed me over the edge to 92. Air Razor. Oh, I didn't even catch that. We got a 4-star Lionizer duplicate, so that's pretty cool. Gives us a little bit of that extra combat spark. There's some Shield Drawn love. You guys talking about in the chat there? Got a 2-star Dazzle Strike on a Shield Draw. I guess Dazzle Strike must be in the regular crystals now. Okay. Kind of ruined the suspense for the Dazzle Strike crystals, though. But we'll go ahead and crack them anyway, because there's still a 3 and a 4-star out there to get. It's just me getting embarrassed. Joseph Tree, welcome, welcome. I hate it when you open a free combat chip and get a 4-star in the opposite faction. Yeah, that could be a little annoying, especially when it's a 4-star of the one that you're hoping for in the main faction and you don't have it there yet. Okay, so we got a handful of 2-star Dazzle Strikes, but we already got that in the last round. A 3-star Top Shot, that's not nothing. Alright, let's go ahead and see if we can get the 3 or the 4-star. And Galvatron, welcome. Thoughts on the new characters? It's hard to say, because we just found out who they are and what they look like. Oh, look at this, 4-star, new 4-star. Air Razor, even better. Oh, nice. I do like Air Razor. Air Razor is a good bot. That is a very welcome pull on that one. That's weird that that came in like that. Annoying on defense. I'll bet. Yeah, she's definitely helpful on offense too. Okay, so that fake 2-star Dazzle Strike, that must have been supposed to be a 3-star because we got a couple of duplicates there. So it looks like we actually got a 3-star Dazzle Strike down through there, through that round too. How about we back out of here? We're going to get the Dazzle Strike story, and then we'll come back in here to see what we can get from the others. Spoil Sport said, come on, show us what you can do. Ah, don't mind Spoil Sport. He just wants to see if he can outdo you. Really, Shieldron, it's all very instinctual with me. I see and sense the world around me in patterns. Patterns? I can do patterns! Look, I made a nice star shape out of bullet holes! I mean patterns of airborne scent molecules, disturbances in the air, visual spectrums of light that don't impact on most optical receptors. Oh, I could probably do that too, Dazzle Strike. If you give me a little warm-up time. I'm not sure it's something you can learn exactly. It's how I was forged. Yeah, Spoil Sport, each combat bot has their own specialty. Me, for instance. Stuff can hit you hard, big deal. I can take a licking and keep on ticking too. You're missing the point. It's okay. As much as I can be very sensitive to sound, I can also screen it out pretty effectively too. Heh, neat trick. That one you can teach me. And me, I can do that too, only better. Oh, Spoil Sport, such a braggart. Okay, so we're gonna go back on this one. These are the Road Burner chips. Figure we'll probably pick up at least a 2-star of this guy. Played the triumphant music for a duplicate Trenchfoot. Thank you for that game. There he is, 2-star Road Burner. So we've got a story confirmed. Okay, so this is probably a 3-star of him, but just a fake out. Or maybe not. Who knows? I guess we'll find out. Yeah, sometimes this 10x button gives you weird results when they come up. Oh, here we go. There's a legitimate 3-star Road Burner. weird result. Well, these road burner chips are all over the place, aren't they? Alrighty. And let's head on out of there for the road burner story. Well, I've seen better. Better what, road burner? Discipline, battle readiness, spit and polish. Should I go on? I really think not. Thing is, Smashdown, I judge others as I judge myself. Harshly. I set the bar high and expect everyone to not just reach it, but exceed it. What's he saying? We're not up to scratch, is that it? Sure sounds like it, Top Heavy. Maybe we need to demonstrate in no uncertain terms how battle ready we are. Calm down, Spoil Sport. It's just his way. Listen up, all of you. Standards have slipped, and I'm making it my business to see you all meet my expectations. That's it. I, for one, have had enough of... Ow! Oh, what's this combat bot made of? Heat-resistant trithelium steel. Now let's see that hand. Cracked knuckles is all. Soon have that fixed up. Ow! Well, after due consideration, it looks like it's shape up or ship out time. Top Heavy was getting a kick out of Spoil Sport getting hurt there. That's funny. Okay, so now we've got pinpointer chips and see how we do. Okay, we got the 2 stars. Story confirmed. Yeah, we got another weird 2-star new one. Now we're lighting up for 3 stars of Spoil Sport or Pinpointer. Excellent. Yeah, this is a pretty good bundle here. Another weird result there. And there we go. We've got 2 new 2 stars and a single 3 stars, which registered as a duplicate. Oh, good gracious. The good thing is it all ends up in your bot collection properly, even though the results don't really show right. It ends up properly in your bot roster. So seems to be a little duplicate party here this last batch. Nothing fun there. We'll go ahead out and get that story. Oh look, Roadburner's back. Hey Pinpointer, you off already? Yeah, you only just got here and it's kit bag at the ready already. As a wise bot once said, rest never sleeps, and I am always ready to roll out at a moment's notice, Dazzle Strike. Going far? Possibly as far as any combat bot's ever gone, Roadburner. Sounds mysterious. Let me guess, someone needs finding? Well, sniffing out lost sparks is what I do best. But that doesn't mean I'm rushing headlong into anything. Preparation is all. Nothing left to chance, huh? You got it. The cornerstones of any campaign are observation, evaluation, provision, and implementation. And I got all of them simmering nicely here. Well, best of luck. Not that you think you need it, right? Right. Just remember, you can plan for everything except the unexpected. True. And where I'm going, everything's liable to be unexpected. So what's the point of all the planning? I guess you gotta plan for every possibility. Okay, I know we got those 4-star crystals left, but I want to go check the combat bots and see what actually showed up. Okay, so level 1. Okay, so we got the 4-star air razor. Yes, very nice. We got Dazzle Strike, Road Burner, and Pinpointer all at 3 stars. Very cool. And doesn't look like I actually have Shieldron at 3 stars, so that was kind of a strikeout. But we'll take Dazzle Strike, Road Burner, and Pinpointer. That's very cool. And you can see I did have the 2-star Shieldron, and then of course we got the 2-star of each of the other 3 as well. So not bad, not bad. Pretty good a haul from that combat bot bundle. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, last 3 crystals. Likely to be duplicates, but let's see. Perceptor. Okay, nothing super crazy there as your alternate rewards. Oh my goodness! It's a new 4-star! That never happens! It's Simba, guys! Beast Wars Prowl! From a 4-star crystal! That's 2 down, 1 to go for Magnaboss. That's unbelievable. I never would have expected that in a million years. I'm very happy with that. I am very, very happy with that. You are here. Look at that. Simba in the house. Oh, yeah. Very cool. Welcome, Prowl. There we go. So, as we can see, we're keeping score, trying to get to Magnaboss. 2 down, 1 to go. And last crystal. It's the original Prowl. He's like, hey, did somebody call my name? Did somebody call my name? And pretty sure I already have his gold G1 core. If not, now I got it. Cool. And in case you're wondering what that crystal there, it's the 3-star because I'm saving up. Even though I don't have Metroplex yet, I'm still saving up the 3-star shards. So I can get that 3-star part from Metroplex when I do get them. And considering there's, what, 4,000 3-star crystals? 4,000 3-star crystals in this event. Should get pretty close. We probably won't get far enough in the event to collect all 4,000, but it'll get us pretty close. So, very cool. Very cool. So... yeah, Galvatron, taking off. I appreciate you being here. Have a good evening. And I'm sure plenty of people will be following you now that we're done with the Earth Wars stuff. So if that's all you were here for, have a good night. We'll see you next time. Otherwise, stick around. I got some we got some toy stuff to talk about, including one that came in just today, just this afternoon. It was unexpected. But I was happy to see it. There you go. Well, no Tigatron. We've seen Tigatron before. But have you seen Tigatron? This is the Golden Disc Tigatron. That was Amazon... I don't think it was an Amazon exclusive, but you could get it from Amazon or I think Hasbro Pulse. Mine was with Amazon. And... It's last night they said, hey, this thing's arriving soon. Instead of coming in March, it's coming like Thursday, meaning tomorrow. And then today they said, no. We said tomorrow. No, it's coming today. And here he is. So you can see the comparison between the two Tigatrons. You see, they except for the head and the color, they are identical. And this Tigatron over here is more of the show, and I'm not entirely sure what the story is behind the mutant face. Yeah. Hey, Deluxe, what's going on, man? You got here just in time for the toys. Yeah, so there you go. If you have Tigatron and you know how Tigatron is, this guy's exactly the same, except he's just got different colors and a different head. I think it looks pretty cool. I like that he's an orange tiger, so it's a little bit more of the traditional tiger color. And the head is, yeah, it's there. It's weird, you know. I don't know the story behind the whole mutant thing. But that's what there it is. But yeah, I mean, otherwise everything's still the same. I think the stripe pattern is even the same. I mean, if you look at the tails, the stripe patterns are practically identical. Even on these legs, if I push them farther back, you can see, yeah, they basically, it's kind of like the Seekers, the Siege Seekers, where they had the battle damage junk on their wings and all this stuff. It was exactly the same pattern. They've done the same thing with the tiger stripes. It's just this guy was molded in orange plastic as opposed to the white, and he's got an additional extra white paint there for like the chest and some patterns on the head. So yeah, pretty cool. So that guy came in, and there's a comparison of the Tigatrons. Alphatron says, head reminds me of Toothless from How to Train Your Dragon. You know, I don't think I've ever seen that show, except I've seen like clips of it or like advertisements for it. I don't think I've ever watched that movie. Let's see. Cheetortron? No. Did someone say Slammer? We showed Slammer last week, but just in his alt mode. I got him transformed for you. So he came in last week. So there is Slammer. Pipes also came in along with him. Got him transformed too. So these guys are a couple of fairly recent additions to the collection. At some point, I'll have to bring out Huffer and Puffer and Road Rage to compare with this guy, because they're all basically the same mold. The only difference is Pipes and Puffer have a different truck cab where they actually can spin around to be this way. Otherwise, and I think the chest might be different, but otherwise they're all basically the same. Slammer, they say he's based on some other, like a over air, I think, but it's the entire thing's been completely retooled. He's practically a brand new figure. I need to get him and Six Gun and Slammer and Metroplex or something together and in a picture as well at some point. So, yeah, pretty cool. Let's see, the other... And because I'm working on something else, I'm not sure, I don't want to say what it is, but there was a thing I'm working on, and the reason I don't want to say what it is because I have a tendency to procrastinate, and it might be a while. In fact, I've had this idea for months, and I only just now started trying to get motivated to work on it. But we've all seen Hot Rod here. This is the Studio Series 86 Hot Rod, and we've mentioned him quite a bit. Bring out my G1 Hot Rod. He hasn't had his V8. The one leg doesn't want to extend fully, so he has to stand kind of crooked, like hasn't had his V8. And the little clip on his chest broke off many years ago. I mean, while I was still a kid, the clip broke off. And I found if you tuck his head in, he kind of looks down a little bit. But if you don't do that, the head eventually goes in like he's looking at the sky. So, but you know, it never really occurred to me. But I mean, they're basically the same size. It's pretty cool how that all worked out. And then I also had the Masterpiece Hot Rod out here as well. So It's kind of interesting. A lot of people refer to these Studio Series 86 figures. Oh, they're like mini masterpieces. But if you compare him to the actual masterpiece, I almost want to say that the 86 Studio Series 86 Hot Rod is a far better looking figure. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like my masterpiece, but that's a much neater looking figure, and he's been on my shelf, constantly prepared to go fishing. Yeah, I just like that fishing rod accessory, and so I just kind of have it slung over his shoulder like he's heading off to go fishing. So that's how I have him displayed. He's got his goggles down. He's great. He's got his fishing rod, and yeah. So that's my masterpiece hot rod. He's got the fishing rod fired up. Altabot Phil says he's got both, and the Studio Series 86 is far superior. Yeah, I mean, I always thought, I know a lot of people complained about the masterpiece when it first came out. I always thought it was fine. I mean, I recognize the flaws. Most of the time, when I see people complaining about stuff online, I usually agree with it, but I'm also okay with it and not going to complain. But this is the first time I actually put them next to each other. Well, I guess yesterday when I actually got them out, and I was like, man, this looks so much better. I mean, it totally doesn't fit a masterpiece scaled collection, but I mean, oh, that just looks so much better. The shape of, I mean, to be fair, I've got Toy Hacks labels on this guy, which makes the chest pop a little bit more. But what do people complain about? Oh, they complain about like the shape of the chest, like because I mean, like you see the Studio Series, it looks more shapely. Whereas this is more square, and they weren't too crazy about the backpack on them. But I mean, people complain about backpacks all the time, but most figures you're not going to get away without having some kind of a backpack. But I mean, personally, I think he looks the part pretty good, and he's got the spoil. It's definitely better than the Titan's Return one. I hated the Titan's Return hot rod because one of his most distinct features is his spoiler. I mean, you can see the spoiler there in the G1. You can definitely see it here, and only because of the camera angle is it hard to see the one on the masterpiece. But you can definitely see it. The Titan's Return hot rod, the spoiler was low. His shoulders were gigantic. If you're looking at him from the front, it was almost like he didn't even have a spoiler. So, yeah, the Titan's Return hot rod totally does not make it onto this this list there. So might have to make the second show for adults call it the nightcap back to Twitch. No, I don't think we'll be going back to Twitch. But what if you guys didn't hang out till basically the end of the stream last week, I kind of mentioned, and I'm seeing a little bit of it here. Just when you're streaming, it shows you the viewership of who's actually watching and how it's gone over time. Whenever I stop with the Earth Wars content, it usually takes a pretty decent dip in viewers because. And that makes sense because I promote the stream, all of the description and the thumbnails and everything are all about Earth Wars. So most people are coming here for the Earth Wars content. I get it. Hey, Earth Wars content is done. I'm done. I'm out of here. I got other things to do. That's fair. I'm not saying anything bad about it. But there's also this situation where I talk about the toys like I am now. So if somebody does want to hear about the toys, they don't even know to come turn on the stream. Deluxe only came in a little while ago because he's a friend, and he was reminded that I streamed tonight, and he figured he'd come by and say hi, and which I appreciate. But other people who might be interested in hanging out and talking about toys and stuff, seeing stuff like that, they wouldn't even know to come on the stream. A lot of you guys that are still here, that were here from the beginning, I love you guys because and you guys apparently a lot like me too because you're here throughout the whole stuff, and I really do appreciate it. But there's a lot of people out there who just want one or the other, and that's fine. So I'm thinking of kind of splitting the one long show into two. So we'll still be doing the Earth Wars streams. Wednesday, I'm thinking I might do Thursday, just because I don't want to have the two shows next to each other, and so I might move the Earth Wars stream to Thursday, and that might actually work out a little bit better. It gives me a little bit of time to digest the newsletter instead of quickly doing it after work on Wednesday. So before the stream. Plus, if they also drop some kind of a bomb during the official stream on Thursdays, I can at least touch on it and not have to wait a whole week. So I'm thinking, it's not definite yet, I'm thinking of moving the Earth Wars to Thursday, and probably Monday, maybe Tuesday. One of those days, I'll do like some kind of a toy-focused show. So that's kind of what I was thinking. So kind of what we're doing now would be on the new show. I don't have a name for it, and I don't think it's going to be just hey, here's all the stuff I got recently, but kind of I'm coming up with ideas, ideas for a name, ideas for topics. I'm also playing around with StreamYard to potentially bring on guests. So it's not just me talking about all the stuff. So I'm thinking about working on that so we can bring on guests. Maybe not so much the interviews, but I mean, it's just kind of if I have an idea or that might be helpful to have a discussion or whatever. We'll see how it goes. I'm working on it. Let's see. Use Streamlabs. I have I use Streamlabs to get like the alerts and stuff like that. So Red Alert raises hand. Yeah, man. Yeah, and StreamYard's super easy too. You just got to have a camera. When you set up the stream, there's a link, and you just send that link to whoever you're inviting to the stream. That person clicks the link, it opens a web page, and they can come on pretty easily. No account needed or nothing. So yeah, we'll definitely do something like that. I'll see about and I may even do that with some of the Earth Wars stuff. I've got ideas. One of the difficult things about having people on as guests, especially like other streamers like Sunstreaker Waza or Skywarp Greer or something like that, is we are all in completely different corners of the world, and trying to schedule it to where we're all available and not at a completely unreasonable hour, like 3 a.m. or something like that, would be is challenging. So, but we'll see. Like I said, I've got ideas. It's kind of just in a concept stage, so it might be a couple weeks, maybe or something. But I definitely want to do that. Maybe I'll start trying it every twice a week or whatever, just for practice, seeing what it's like. Can I handle 2 in a week or whatever? Oh, you guys raising hands. Yeah, I'm not gonna say no. I'm not gonna say no to you guys, but yeah, we'll see. I will say I'm not going to have a stream where it's open to just anybody. Patriot Prime did that for his, I think, 10,000 subscriber special, and overall it went well. But there were definitely some people that came in that were better off not being in there. So we'll see. So Blade Allspark saying it's 1:43 now. So, well, I appreciate you hanging out, staying up so late. We've had people here before. I think they checked in from Greece, where it was like 3 or 4 a.m. or something for that. So yeah, we've definitely had people all over, from all over the world. So Oh, you know, it didn't even. It wasn't even planned, but I can bring in another hot rod. Yep, hot rod. I still got to work on the tightness of this guy's joints. You can kind of see this is arm's a little loose. Plus his that was my fault. But plus one of his little thing. Oh, it's actually staying up. Yeah. You know, nothing ever works the way you want it to work on camera. If you want something to go well, it's going to go bad. In this case, I brought this up to show, hey, look how it just falls down, and now it's staying up to just prove that I'm a liar. The camera really messes things up, but yeah, here, see how it just has no tightness at all. But there is a screw there. I'm sure I can tighten the screw. But it's definitely a cool figure. He's just a little loose and requires a little bit of tightening. But yeah, got hot rod, or I think he was hot rodimus. So you got hot rodimus, and rod. So when nothing goes wrong, that's bad comedy. Yeah. Let's see. Oh, Kato's here. Cool. Good to see you, buddy. Speaking of which, Kato's going live at 9 o'clock tonight. So when we get done here, I'm going to throw a link in the chat, and everybody go raid Kato's stream once he gets started. So I'll be heading over there too. I may just be in the comments. We'll see how I'm feeling. So yeah, Deluxe got a hot rod. You got a lot of hot rods. Oh, you know, I don't really have much else to show toy-wise that I haven't already shown. But, yeah. So we can go with this. So the way you're supposed to transform your G1 hot rod, I don't know if you can kind of see the, you're supposed to have a clip here, but that clip broke off many years ago. So I mean, I was doing this thing when I was a kid, flipping the head around. So he's supposed to stand there like that, and generally it's okay, but more often than not, he ends up doing this, where he's just kind of like looking at the star, like, oh, Blur! I can't believe you just did that. So I usually, yeah. See, he just look straight, look. So that's why I tuck it in. I think it's the motor on the back of his head is what makes him. Sometimes it holds because just the tightness over the dust in the joint over the years, but most times he just, you know, looks up. It's like, hot rod, there's a hole in the shuttle. What? So, and like I said, he kind of stands at an angle because he hasn't had his V8 juice. One of the things that I think is cool about my figure, I didn't realize it, but he's got die-cast feet. So apparently that's means he's a pretty early figure or whatever. We got the rubber tires, but I don't know if you can tell, they're pretty well dry rotted. And the stickers, quite a bit of wear. But the reason the stickers are all worn is because this is quite possibly my favorite Transformer as a kid. So all of this damage and wear, except maybe the dry rot for the tires, but all the sticker wear and all of that, that's love. So will I restore this guy? No, he's going to stay exactly the way he is, because that's love in there. So and I didn't end up getting that reissue hot rod that was out a couple years ago, and in hindsight I probably should have. I think what it was like $35 or something, and I never saw it on sale. And I was like, I already have one, I don't need to go spend that much money on a second version of it. But yeah, I'm kind of regretting. Look, he's leaning even farther now. Oh look, I actually got it to clip. So now I guess he just took a drink of V8. Oh, I'm not sure if I have his weapons. I might have one or something like that. But yeah, I'm happy. Yeah, see, there he goes. He's looking up. That's why I tuck. That's why I tuck his head. So now it looks like he's kind of depressed, but you know that's kind of his Rodimus Prime look. Because once he got the Matrix, he was always doubting himself. So that's kind of an accurate look. But I'm not as good as Optimus. So. But yeah, it is pretty amazing how close in size that he is to the Studio Series one though. Super V8 says his figure is nice and shiny. Alpha Trion says Hot Rod is the best Decepticon combat shield. Let's see, where's the ban button? I'm just kidding. James Vega's asking, did you get the Bumblebee movie figures from the Studio Series line? Not yet, and I don't even have them pre-ordered right now because reasons. So I'm going to find a way to get them eventually, but you know, for reasons I don't care to go into, I don't have them quite pre-ordered just yet. Are my other hot rods in the other room? Well, not all of them. I have Rodimus Prime right here. You know, now that I look at it, Rodimus Prime spoiler is actually very, very close to the original G1, where it's kind of got the same kind of a shape, kind of got a little rounded there, whereas the Studio Series Hot Rod is more, it's got kind of got the centerpiece in there, which the G1 doesn't, and it's more pointy as opposed to rounded. So yeah, so it didn't even, until I just did that now, I didn't even realize that the Rodimus, the Kingdom Rodimus figures spoiler is actually pretty much the same shape as the G1. You know, slightly, you know, it's a little more different from the back, but you know, the tips at least are the same. And the Studio Series 86 and the Masterpiece are very similar. Do I have the Titan Black Zarak? No, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting Black Zarak. Scorponok is fine, and I have zero nostalgia with Black Zarak, so I don't feel like going and spending that kind of money for another figure that's going to be way too big that I have no place for. So I know Larkin's Lair has Black Zarak. I'm not sure if anybody else that I know has gotten it. You know, I mean, I'm sure other people have gotten it, but I'm not sure if anybody in my little circle has gotten it or not. But I know Larkin's Lair got it. He got it a long time ago. Just Elite, thanks for subscribing. Welcome to the channel. Studio Series Hot Rod is better than Kingdom Hot Rod. Yeah, you know, there's kind of a little pros and cons of both. I tend to agree with you. I like Studio Series Hot Rod. As we have a Hot Rod avalanche there. I mean, they both look really good. And it's kind of interesting that they were both sold at a price class bigger, you know, higher than what the figure itself deserved. Because you've got essentially a deluxe-sized figure here sold as a Voyager because of a bunch of accessories, and you've got essentially a Voyager class figure here sold at a Commander price point because of accessories. it's kind of interesting that the two of them have that in common, that they were sold at a higher class than what the figure itself deserved. Although to be fair, this guy's pretty complex transformation on his own, but still, on his own, he's about a Voyager size, maybe a bit bigger than a Voyager size because Tigertrons are Voyager, so leader at most, but he's commander class because of the trailer. So it's like fall, Hot Rod, fall. You guys are getting way too happy seeing Hot Rod fall over, but you know, as I do it again. Oh my goodness. Red Alert's saying, do you like the G2 Laser Prime? Yeah, that's cool. I try not to watch videos from those people that get them like super early, because we kind of think they probably get the figures through questionable routes. So I try not to support their channels by watching their videos, but you can't really avoid seeing pictures of them. And but yeah, Shoulder Pads Prime looks pretty good. Yeah, you can see it just from the initial promo pictures. You know, obviously, oh, he's just a retool of the Earthrise Prime. When you look at it, really the only thing is like the waist and his upper thighs. Pretty much everything else is retooled. His lower legs, like the calves, and okay, the feet might be the same, but like his lower legs are very similar, but they're also quite different. The upper body is completely different. So to say it's a cop-out, you know, and just a simple retool, no, it's far more than that. So, but yeah. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we got 10,000 subs. Oh, what was that? A week or two ago. So thanks for the thanks for the congrats. I guess that's a weird way of saying it. But yeah, that's the other thing I'm thinking of doing. That number down there, the 10,000. That's not going to change much because YouTube only allows out to like the API where you can actually post them. They only allow the first 3 digits, so those last 2 digits, will never change. So any subscriber change less than 100, you won't see it. So you'll only ever see the numbers change, for each 100 that I hit, and that takes a while. So I mean. So I'm thinking I might just take that number off at some point, and definitely for when we start doing the new streams or the new shows, the new streams that use StreamYard with the guests and stuff like that, definitely are going to not be able to use the overlay as is. The software just doesn't support it. No, the same thing with the chat on the side right down here. The new software that doesn't really support it. It does, however, allow you to select comments and highlight the comments. You've seen that on other people's streams. I'm sure you've seen it on other people's streams. I know a lot of you guys watch like Patriot Prime, Kato Deluxe, and if you haven't, you can head on over and watch Kato. He should be starting soon. I'm going to go ahead and throw a link to his video in the chat. So whenever you're done here, whether it's now or whenever I shut off, head on over to that, and you'll see Kato using that software. And so we'll be seeing that. So you probably won't, so we're going to be seeing a lot of this going away. So it's going to be mostly focused, and that'll be kind of good too, because I'm starting to realize, it's been a couple years now. A lot of this frame is just like a lot of wasted space, especially like all this stuff down here. I mean, yeah, it looks cool, but it's kind of just wasted space. So I'm thinking of reclaiming some of the screen real estate. for some stuff. So definitely have some definitely got plans. You know, definitely some changes coming, and I do appreciate you guys sticking around for all of that, and for this stream and all that. But if it's empty note, Engineer Hoist is in the chat. Well, yeah, I'm always in the, when I'm streaming, I'm always in the chat, of course. Oh, that you silly goose. I don't usually have a need to chat because you're talking to you, but I'm not going to read out a YouTube link. It's a lot easier just to copy and paste it in the chat. Oh, you silly. Blade Allspark says, very new to my YouTube channel. Still only have 478 in 5 months of the channel. Must take a long time. You've got 478 subs in 5 months. You're doing really good. I had my channel. I had it for probably about a year or two, and only got to about 100. To be fair, I had long gaps in the time that I was posting videos. It wasn't really until I started Earth Wars showed up and I started making videos for it. That's where I really started picking up the subscribers, because I was early in on Earth Wars and I've stuck with it. So that's really the secret to my success. Is I got lucky, and you know, I found something that worked and I doubled down and stuck with it. So I do appreciate. I'm in awe and proud of all you guys who can do as well as, I mean, even 478 or whatever, doing whatever you're doing. You know, I got lucky. So congrats to you, man. Kudos. So yeah, I'm telling you that this sweatshirt it's been cold here lately, so I thought, you know, okay, well, it's been cold in the house a little bit too, so I'm like, you know, I'm gonna put this sweatshirt on, you know, keep myself warm. But man, I didn't need it. I am burning up in here. This must be a good sweatshirt. You know, it's a standard issue Transformers sweatshirt from a few years ago. They were selling at Walmart. But yeah, I am sweating like crazy over here. Yeah, my glasses are fogging up, and yeah, but I think it's time to get on out of here and get a drink of water and cool down or whatever. Don't even edit. Yeah, it's like, oh. Well, let me just before we head on out of here, for you guys out there doing YouTube, one of the tips that a lot of people say, and I say the same. I agree, and I say the same thing too. Always be looking for something you can do better. I'm not saying be super critical of yourself, but always look to try to improve just a little bit the next video. You know, whether it's you start doing some editing, or maybe you tweak your lighting a little bit, or find something else. But I mean, if you've watched my channel over the years, you know, even from the time that I've been doing the streaming, things have slowly been improving, and that's what you got to do. It may not happen overnight, but always be looking for ways that you could do just a little bit better. Just a little bit better. If you could do just a little bit better every time, after a while you will be doing a lot better. So yeah. So that's one of my favorite tips out there. And with that, I think it's about time to get on out of here. Once again, head on over. I'm gonna throw it in the chat again in case you missed it last time. Go click that link. Go tell Kato Hoist sent you, and I'll meet you over there, either in the chat or on screen. So with that, we're going to head on out of here. I'm Engineer Hoist. Keep rolling, my friends. We'll see you next time.